Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Sorry. Excuse me. Pardon me.
No, hey.
My bad.
Pardon me. Could I bother you for like a couple minutes?
Hey.
Welcome back to SpongeBob. But this is a little bit different. I'm gonna explain to Mack how this speedrun even happened. How my skills was perpetrated myself. Propelled myself to beat this game in an hour and 22 minutes.
And 51 seconds.
Was that the time?
I don't know.
Something like that. Alright, so the speedrun has existed for, I believe it's been since the first ever one was 2009. The first ever recorded one. Because I'm sure that people tried to beat the game as fast as possible before that, but the first recorded one was 2009. And that was like 2 hours something. So, that guy sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
There's not gonna be any audio, so I'm gonna have to put some, like, music in post, but, let's, get started, man. Let's just watch it. Let's just watch it. By the way, I'm gonna be watching this on Premiere, and Premiere is just like a fucking piece of shit, dude. It's just like, oh my god, dude.
Well,
okay, we start off and we get a bunch of shiny objects, nothing too important here, and then we just get the spatula immediately. You know, nothing too important there. Nothing too crazy. However, once we get out here, we're gonna do the most important trick of the run. It is genuinely the most important trick in the run. Without this trick, the speedrun won't happen. Okay? And it's very easy and very subtle. Okay, so let me pull up the game right here. Okay? So, usually when SpongeBob goes out of bounds, he gets taken away by the hand. Okay? So I'm going to just go out here. Bam! Get taken by the hand. Okay? That sucks. I don't want that to happen, really. You know, game developers don't want players to just go out wherever they want. They want to keep them enclosed within a space that, you know, they don't want players to do anything too crazy or whatever. There are two ways to get grabbed by a hand. One is what I showed you right now, which is by going outside of going into an area where the air is, like in the air, that space is the out of bounds zone, if that makes sense. As opposed to this ground right here, this texture right here, which is also out of bounds. Okay, what we are trying to do is disable the air out of bounds. So I want to disable the out of bounds so that if I go out here, I am perfectly fine. But if I still stay on the ground for more than 2 seconds, then I'll still get grabbed by the hand. In order to do that, what I am presuming is happening is, let me get grabbed by a hand. Okay, so how it's programmed is, once SpongeBob is off of the screen, then it respawns SpongeBob. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're trying to make it, try to make the game keep SpongeBob right here. Okay, all right. So basically stop him from respawning. In order to do that is by loading into a different zone. So we're going to be loading into loading into Jellyfish Fields. So the first thing I do is I go out of bounds right here, and then I activate the taxi pad. And I am now going into the loading zone. I am now right now going into the loading zone. However, before I do that, I do it twice. So first of all, to activate the taxi pad, and then the second part to move when SpongeBob gets moved by the hand. He's still a model. He still exists within the world. So if he touches any checkpoints or loading zones, it will still activate. So we want to get grabbed by the hand again, and he pulled once again into the loading zone to like teleport SpongeBob into Jellyfish Fields, if that makes sense. Okay, these are these invisible boxes that developers make, so that like once the player walks into it, then this cutscene will happen. or when this player walks into it, then they will get this prompt or to like press a button. You know what I mean? So first of all, we're gonna grab this spatula right here by clever platforming, and then we're gonna be grabbed once again. And as you see, we never go off the screen. Never go off the screen. And we immediately loaded to jellyfish fields. Okay? So now the hand is disabled. The hand is right now is permanently on this right side of the screen.
For the rest of the game?
For the rest of the game. Permanently.
Holy shit.
So, luckily we don't see it the entire time. But the hand is permanently right there. Allowing us to grab this spatula right here. Well, we got the sock first. But we gotta grab this spatula right here. So that later on... okay. So later on in the run, I can teleport to the spatula that I've just gotten and skip half the level. Okay? Next thing that we're doing is, robot standing skip. Okay? So... As you know, there are, two main bosses, the robot Sandy and the robot Patty. Okay, they basically prevent the player from going onto like separate levels. So they want to keep the player to do only Bikini Bottom, Jellyfish Fields, Goo Lagoon, and Downtown Bikini Bottom. They only want to keep them in that spot until they get enough spatulas to track the first boss. Fuck those guys for thinking that they would keep us into a closed place. So instead, we're going to actually go out of bounds by using the hand skip. You know, without the hand skip, I would not be able to go out here. Yeah, and I go to this patch of ground. Okay, so basically, there are invisible walls, like, right in front of me, like a foot in front of me, okay? Like, where this line right here is, that's what the invisible wall is, okay? So if I jump forward, I'm just going to be blocked by an invisible wall, and I can't get past. However, for some reason, I'm not sure, this is just probably an oversight. This patch of ground right here, this line, you could barely see it right now. There's this darker detail on the texture, and then this is lighter detail. This line right here, okay? For some reason, before this line, there was a collision, so I could stand on this floor. While if I go past the line, there was no collision at all, and I could fall right through the floor. Okay, it's just the texture. Okay, you know, all models in video games are just polygons with textures on them. You know, and whether the developers intend you to interact with them, then they will have like a collision. You know, or if they don't have collision, you just like walk right through. They're just a texture. So what we're trying to do is go, here's the invisible wall, okay? And then here's like the fake floor, okay? So we're going to try to jump through the floor, spin jump to like the layout jump, and then jump again, and then grab the edge that's right here. Okay. That is what we're trying to do. It is the hardest trick in the run, which is why I failed it like 16 times. But thankfully you were on cue. I think I was still doing my time monologue. I don't know. It was funny, right? My time monologue?
Yes.
I thank you. Jesus Christ, Darren. Get the trick! No, I didn't get it. My god, I suck at this game, dude. Maybe this one? Nope. Wow. So, there we go. Okay. Let me, okay, yeah. It'll be a bit of a slow motion. This is me doing a celebration. That looks so weird in slow motion. Christ. Okay, so as you can see, I jump in, spin, so I can delay my jump, go onto the invisible wall, jump again, and grab this edge. And then I jump right here, which is a save zone, because it's not the texture right here that makes me go out of bounds. Drop the router, man. My god. We're gonna have no internet for an entire year.
I have very little space over here.
I know, you need to contort yourself. You're a big fat boy.
How does this...
It's fine. Anyway, so I'm on the grass right now, which is not the out of bounds texture, so I'm completely fine. I won't be grabbed by the hand here. And then I just basically go around, and I'm in the second area before I fight the first boss. Before anything, you know, the developers are shaking in their boots right now. We descend in the treehouse, which is nothing important, nothing too interesting. Okay, right now, here is a trick called SpongeBob storage. Okay, so whenever SpongeBob touches his ball, he turns into this ball. Okay, right? However, we can delay that so he does not turn into a ball mid-animation, okay? So, let me do, like, this animation right here, see? Okay? So, he would not turn into a ball until after this animation is finished, see?
Yeah.
Okay? However, this is a little bit, it takes too much. But, when SpongeBob jumps, you can see that he bends his knees a little when he lands on the ground. So, once his knees stop bending, bam, he's turning into SpongeBob. So, we can basically keep on doing that animation over and over again to keep on holding it. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So, basically, we're just using it to get to a certain position. I think I can get this first try. It's not that hard of a trick. It's pretty easy. Okay. And then I go up there. I'm just delaying it. Okay, and then basically I turn into a SpongeBob. I'm going to try to hit this rock right here as fast as possible to get myself some height by like just abusing how the movement works. And cancel out of it and then grab this edge, which I won't be able to do without doing that, okay? And just by grabbing this ledge, I can just jump over this wall, bam, skip the pen. Right there. Okay. And you can do that in the main game. You can just jump over that wall. They just didn't think you could make that jump.
Even without the initial cheat?
Yeah, you can do this without hand scan, 100%. I forget to mention this, but in order to understand, do like a speed run, you know, Mario 64 and stuff like that, you need to understand how the movement works. Okay, so
the mechanics.
The main thing is jumping off of ledges is very weird. So if you take a look, whenever SpongeBob goes off an edge, he can still jump. You can see that, right?
Come again.
See, he's jumping even though he's like off the edge.
Right.
I have a quarter of a second before I can put an input. When SpongeBob goes off the edge, I have a quarter of a second to do an input. If I do it too late, see, he does the second jump. So, see, that's too late. Well, I can do that, okay? That is very important for some tricks coming up ahead, that I can do any input. So I can do this. Fuck. Okay, anyway. Most importantly, I can do this, okay? A quarter of a second after I fall off the edge, okay? It's very important for the trick coming up. I don't know how to access my own hardpoint. Jesus Christ. Do you know how to even, like, work your own computer? No, actually. I stole this from the Russian guy. Okay, we're going into Chime Bucket. This is a small thing. But usually you're supposed to, like, wall jump from back to back to back to back to back. You have to get the spatula. But there's a little collision right here to the side I can stand on top of. See? And then I can just do that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then get that easily. It's a very small thing.
But you need every damn second.
Every second, I need every second. I'm gonna go over here to spawn Mr. Krabs for a spatula that I'm doing, like, literally in the middle of the run. Which is the Krusty Krab spatula where we're in the Krusty Krab and we fight a bunch of robots and stuff like that. Okay, SpongeBob's dream. I fuck up. Wow, Darren, you're so terrible.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah. Okay, so, it's first trick. I think I get this first try. Yeah, I did. Okay, so, I'm gonna jump onto this, on this crate right here. And the collision of this crate is weird. You see the bamboo edges actually have collisions. So you can literally stand on top of the bamboo edge just for a second. If you just stay on there for more than a second, you just slide right off because of the weird it is. So, I did not get the first try.
Yeah, like I remember this taking multiple tries.
No way.
I
No way.
remember this taking
This is,
a minute.
oh my god, Darren. This is an easy trick, Darren. Christ, man. There we go. Okay, yeah. And then I just jump up here, get up that, and then there we go. Bam, spatula. Very easy. Usually you have to pay like 1,700 shiny objects in order to do that normally, but yeah, fuck that. Okay, I actually get this first try, which I was very surprised with. This is called auto skip. So basically, whenever enemy damages you, I don't know if you are aware of this. So let me get hit by this. Oh, actually, let me just like do this. I wonder if it would. I think it might. No, yeah, it would do me. Okay. Yeah. So, hey, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. See, okay. Whenever I got hit, I got pushed away. You saw that?
Yeah.
This is whenever we abuse this is called a damage boost. Okay. Whenever we there are two things that like speedrunners do: is that either damage boost or they use invincibility frames. So whenever a player gets hit, they have a few seconds or a few frames before they are able to get hit again. Okay. That way, it prevents players from getting like comboed into dying within like a millisecond. Okay, we're gonna be abusing the damage boost right here. So right now, I'm gonna move to a spot where I'm gonna manipulate this enemy into turning this way. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna wait for him to go that way, and then once he's passed, I'm gonna stand in a particular spot, and I'm gonna wait for a sound cue of him like actually blowing the bubble to attack me. I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna basically delay my landing by doing this move. Get hit by it, okay, and then I'm in the middle of the damage boost. Barely touch the side of the edge right here, okay. And you remember when I showed you that I could do an input even though by just walking off the edge, I can still jump. Yeah, remember that? That's what I'm doing right now. I just barely touch the edge, okay? That way I can input a move into the game, okay? What I'm gonna input is this move, okay? Which I'm still keeping the momentum of the damage boost. And I just barely make it. So it's very, very difficult, honestly. I think practicing it took me like 2 weeks to get that first try. Yeah, it's very, very difficult. But I've been like bam, 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 practicing ever since. Okay, hardest special in the game. Bam, easy, just like that. Okay. There's gonna be a lot of explanation for the early game stuff because early game, like before the
fundamentals.
Fundamentals, and also it's the most difficult part of the run. It's the beginning of the game.
They make this thing.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so I'm able to go over here because of the hand glitch. But right now, what I'm trying to do is, like I told you before, there were tiny little boxes or zones that if the player walks into it, then they activate a checkpoint. Okay, so if they die, they respawn in that checkpoint. There's a checkpoint on top of this acorn that I'm gonna try to glitch Sandy into right now. See, I'm just banging her head up into the acorn to touch that checkpoint. Okay, so yeah, her hitbox just barely touches that checkpoint, and then I go and kill myself in some shit. I don't know if you. I was surprised you didn't comment on this. That there were literally trucks of shit all over the place. So I die in shit, and then bam, respawn at this checkpoint, and then I can grab the spatula immediately. Okay, I didn't know where to go, even though I've done this several times. Even though that like I've done this 100 times, I still forget like one step out of like 500. You know. Yeah, Squidward spatula, very difficult. You just jump 10 times. Oh my god, I was sweating doing that.
Yeah, that one I was really applauding at that one.
Yeah. I got the suck, which we're grabbing. I'm calculating. We're getting 20 stocks throughout the entire run, so pay attention to that. And what's great about like speedruns, specifically of this like game category, is that like you can change change the run however you want to basically save like a second or so. So if like one sock doesn't intrigue you, or like you think that it would be faster to get another sock, then you could just get that other sock. You know, there's a lot of versatility, and you can be original in your runs. Right here, I am going around a cutscene trigger right now to prevent that from happening. And I do it because I'm a genius. I literally implemented that into the run like 2 days before I actually did the run for you. Okay. How do I explain this one? Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, okay. The collision of these lifeguard towers are insane. They don't make sense. Even like the professional top dog runners do not understand how this trick works. Okay? I'm gonna give you my theory, my professional theory. Okay, so the collision of this tower, you would think it would just be a regular, like, rectangle or whatever. But instead, I think it goes like, instead of like just a typical rectangle, it slides a bit once it gets here. It slides just a tiny bit. There's like a 1 degree like slide right here within the collision. So if I jump here, I would just automatically slide a little bit like this. Okay, so, and then once I do this move, it does not stop until I hit the ground, okay? It's programmed to stop once I hit the ground, okay? That way, that's just how the move is programmed. What we're going to try to do is prevent us from touching the ground, okay? So we're going to go up the, basically, do that move on the incline just enough that it slows us down enough that we don't touch the ground, but we're still in the air, if that makes sense. And then naturally, we slide all the way over here, and then we continue on. I'll show you for a bit. This just requires a bunch of setup, so I have to stand directly, yeah, right there. This dot right here has to be in sync with SpongeBob. And then I move the camera so that this button right here, is aligned with the center of this crate. Okay? Yeah, like that. And I get a first try. See? It's still very difficult to...
Oh my god. Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah. I was surprised you did not react so much with this trick, because I'm like, holy shit, when I first saw this. Okay, so we're gonna destroy this robot, which is the requirement for getting Larry's spatula. He's like, everybody's getting sunburned, but this robot over here has taken all the sunscreen, so go kill that robot. That's the mission. Okay. Right here, I'm gonna be basically doing a damage boost with the water. So whenever you touch the water, it basically launches you back to where you first started. Okay, that's how it works. We're gonna abuse that by barely being on the edge of this crate, get damaged by the water, so it returns SpongeBob back to the original spot. But I will fall off the crate, and then once again, I'll do that quarter-second in part after sliding off an edge. Keep it the momentum. Bam. Bob's your uncle. Fuck you, Bob. We're gonna do another. It's called a sponge glide, by the way. So it's basically the same thing right here, and we're basically sliding into.
This does not happen if you're playing the game, right?
100%. No. Wow. No. I would be very surprised if you saw that doing our casual playthrough.
How the hell does that?
Yeah, even top runners don't understand what is working. Yeah.
It's like they put it in there on purpose.
The fucking divas. So I'm gonna be sponge gliding basically into a loading zone for the third area of Gula Lagoon. So we're now playing the level backwards. Okay, that's gonna be a theme in a lot of these levels, is we play it backwards, because most of these spatulas are just you just grab it at the end of the stage. Okay. Now here we're gonna do a cutscene skip. You remember the cutscene that once this ticket booth is broken, there's gonna be a crack in the floor, and then the Ferris wheel falls down. You remember that cutscene?
Yep.
Yeah, we're skipping that entirely. We can't skip that usually. There's like an endpoint that you can skip the cutscene, but if you die in the cutscene, it skips the cutscene. Okay, so now we're just playing the level backwards, so we can just get this spatula and then fucking get out of here and then get this spatula, and we're gonna teleport to Larry, get his spatula, and then we're gonna go to Jellyfish Fields, where we got the first spatula of the game by jumping down into the hole and grabbing the spatula, and then we teleport to this spatula, and now we're halfway through the level!
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ!
It's Jason Bourne!
Oh! He is very hard, man. Right here we're gonna do a thing called hammer skip. So basically I'm gonna lure this hammer over here. He's called a hammer, by the way. That's what the enemy is called. I'm gonna lure him up on this cliff right here. Okay. So I'm gonna lure him to a specific spot. And then and then I'm gonna do this move in order to just barely touch a checkpoint zone. Okay, like what I did at Sandy's Dream. Basically same thing, then kill myself, and then bam, I skip the entire thing. Okay? Yeah. Right here I'm going to do a move that allows me to hit the button that's behind the Duplicatedtron. I did this during the casual run because I'm so used to doing that. Right here we're going to do Dilemma Skip. This spatula is called Patrick's Dilemma, that's why it's called that. Get that spatula. Okay, and then once again we're going to do another cutscene skip by just dying doing the cutscene. Okay, and then right here we're gonna do another damage boost skip. See, I stand in a specific spot, get hit by the Duplicatedtron, damage boost. I failed it the first time. I remember doing yeah, like every I think I practiced this trick like probably 1,000 times. I would think so. Yeah, and after like getting it like, you know, pretty consistently, so I would say like try like 200. You know, I'm getting this pretty consistently. I haven't missed it since until that day. But I get a second try, so I just grabbed the edge right there. So, and then grab the special. Okay, now we're gonna be doing Robot Sandy. For these bosses, I'm not gonna show all of them, but I am doing minor AI manipulation to do like something that I want. Okay, so okay, we missed it the first time, but Sandy has this thing where once she does this move, I'm gonna purposely walk towards her like that, and then it's programmed in her mind to, if the player comes near me, I'm gonna have to jump. Okay, which is what we want to do, because once she does that, then we can damage her. Okay, so that's the first phase. It's just be going close to it when that happens and stuff like that. This right here, I don't know if I got it here. Yes, I got it here. What Sandy does this move, where she full on fucking WWE's goes on the ropes and then goes on the other side of the map. Okay, what we want her to do is basically go to the nearest set of ropes that's like next to her. Okay, so she has so we save time by her not walking across the entire stage to like do this move. So I'm like basically in the corner right here, and Sandy has to be within a specific distance. So like that's like a perfect distance right here, and then she'll program to be, so it's like that. So my god, I can't say words. So if Patrick is too close to Sandy, then she will run away. However, if Patrick is far away from Sandy, then Sandy will choose the closest rope that's next to her. So we want to basically thin that line as much as possible, so that Sandy chooses the rope next to her that Patrick is also at. Okay? Okay. If that makes sense. Okay, and then that's second phase. And then basically I'm just like standing in a particular spot so that whenever I ground pound, then the head will come to me, and then, you know, stuff like that. Small things like that. You know, the BB the bubbles.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah, the bubbles. This phase is very similar to the second phase, so I don't think I need to give a shit about this. It's the same exact thing. And we beat it. I've showed this trick several times. It's called SBA. And I explained it several times doing the actual casual run, so watch that. Fuck you. I don't care. I'm not gonna explain it. you fucking watch it, and I'll explain it then. Yeah. Basically, yeah. Yeah. So like it's just basically the SpongeBob, the bowling ball. it's just like glitched between two tiki stones, and it's just like touching that trigger to give me 30 shiny objects. I believe it's once every 2 frames, and this game runs at 60 frames a second, so 30 times a minute. No? You know what I mean. 30 times a second.
Yeah, a second.
That's how math works. Which I'm just waiting here until I get... I probably could have gone earlier, but just in case I didn't get enough, but I need like 46,000 shiny objects, so... grab that spatula, and then we're gonna go back to not Patrick. Darren, you're on the wrong one. SpongeBob's dream. That's where we needed to go, Darren. Basically grab the spatula, which I do normally. You could honestly just jump from here and grab the spatula. You could just do that. But I'm shit at the game, and I can't just grab the spatula. So instead, I do it the normal way, which is you're supposed to get this ball and then jump on the ball and then grab the spatula. But it like...
How are you supposed to jump to that?
You can literally just jump from there, because there's a difference between just spamming the A button, see, and holding the A button. You see how much air I got there?
Yeah.
Yo, you see my air? You see my fucking air? I got my Jordans on. So yeah, by just like timing the perfect jump, you'll be able to get it easily. And then we go to Mr. Krabs, and just spend all of our shiny objects to get an easy 8 spatulas. And we got a Momo layer. And I do a few small skips, which I explained, where if I bubble bowl into, you know, those panels that like change colors? If I stand on the red panels, then I take damage. Yeah, so like I was bubble bowling over the red panels and then taking damage, and then basically using the damage boost from that to get a few extra inches. Do a damage boost right there. Okay, right here. This is just a bit of oversight right here. So like usually you will have to go all the way around, you know. I don't know if you remember this first part of the level, but you have to go all the way around and then like activate the bridge to like slide across. So you remember that part? Like, well,
activated with
the bubble bowl. Yeah, the bowling ball.
Oh yeah.
You remember this? You could just skip this entire part. Oops, I forgot. I didn't mean to do that. I just deleted everything. So you could just literally just time a jump and then bam, you're there. You just skip the entire level right there. Quite simple. I'm gonna do a cool thing right here by this platform right here is moving this way, okay? And then this platform is just moving that way, if that makes sense. Brilliantly put, Darren. Okay, so I'm gonna like use the momentum of this platform right here to get a little boost right there by doing that. If that makes it, it's just a small thing.
Yeah.
To make sure that your run is as cool as possible. Right here, usually you would just have to. The panels will slowly like stop going off. So like you're supposed to stand like right here, and then like it's basically like a conga line where you're supposed to grab the melon and then just walk this certain path and whatever slowly, and then until you get to the end right there. However, if you just walk to the end, it assumes that you did it, and it just shuts off all the panels.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I don't know why this happens, but once you throw the melon and it just attack, it just breaks the melon. I'm not sure why that happens or whatever. It's just a thing that happens. Anyway, so we just do, and then we do the other ones normally. This puzzle, I swear to God, as a child, I could not get this puzzle, but you literally you just like do it in a clockwise fashion, and then you do it. Basically, it's like you hit this button, and then this one flips around, and then these two also flip around, and that makes sense. And you're trying to make them face all the same way. That's the puzzle. And just by doing it in a clockwise fashion, you make them all face the same way. This trick he was specifically impressed with. So basically, whenever you get on a slide, the longer you're on the slide, the faster you go. Okay, until you get to a certain top speed. All right. So right now, I'm gonna be on the slide right here. This is counting as the slide right here. So as you can see, I'm sliding right now. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just gonna stay in this corner until I reach my top speed. And then I'm gonna jump in the specific spot, which is right here, which that doing that just allows me to like turn easily. And I'm gonna jump into the zone, the invisible zone that like gives me the prompt to into another area, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna just basically do it then. Do it. Okay. So right now there's an invisible trigger right here. See? Now it gives me the prompt. Okay, so right now I'm just spamming the R button. I'm like, get me in there, get me in there, get me in there. And then it basically takes me in there. So,
oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going into the trigger to go into this zone right here. Which we don't do the prompt right until later. Which that's a huge fucking nonsense. I'm gonna basically, right here, there's like a small bit of thing with the collision that I could just jump right here, skip half the level. Then I'm gonna do, use my invincibility frames. You remember that lesson? You do. Yes, I do. Yes, you do. And then basically use the invisibility frames to jump up here. I take damage, and then if I stay on that fucking satellite or whatever, then I'll take damage again, but I'm too quick. Press the button for a future spatula. Okay, and then basically go through this, and who gives a shit right here. Okay, there we go. Okay. Small thing right here. Any day now. Any day now. Any day now. Any day now. Come on. 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 Okay, so you might notice that I, when entering these levels for the first time, I would try to get on top of the taxi pad. Okay, this actually does save time. So there were two invisible boxes, one of which is much larger than the like two boxes. One of them is smaller inside of the big box. Okay, the big box is the cutscene trigger for you unlock the level. So it will be. See, it goes, you know, fucking, the black bars appear like it's an action film, and then like it slowly zooms in, and then the numbers disappear. That's that cutscene, okay? The smaller box is the actual prompt to enter the level. So basically, I'm just jumping over the taxi pad so I can basically land in the smaller box to enter the level without having to watch the 3-second cutscene. Does that make sense? So you're going outside and then going back in. Yeah, I'm basically, instead of entering from the side, which you normally would, which you would hit the larger box and then the smaller box. I'm trying to get to the smaller box first by going through the top and using gravity to my advantage to basically skip the big box. Oh gosh, because the big box triggers. Yeah, it's still cutscene. Yeah, because the big box triggers cutscene. I don't like cutscene. Cutscene sucks. Yeah. So I skip cutscene by going to smaller box. In caveman terms. This trick here is another damage boost, which prompted with quarter of a second input by jumping off the edge. So I'm gonna take damage here. Bam, damage boost. Cool damage boost by getting damage by taking damage again and like not touching the ground. Whenever I touch the ground, then my momentum is gone. It's not as cool. So by taking damage over and over again, I've been able to like just basically fly through the level. I'm gonna grab the spatula, and then once again I'm gonna jump from the top into the area. This part is not too interesting, so I'm just gonna go through here. This is just like normal stuff, you know. Oh fucking god damn it! I'm too fast, man. I have. Oh fuck. Okay. We're gonna do another. We're gonna get another spatula that's not possible without, you know, using doing the hand glitch, because the hand glitch is still active right now, so I can still go out of bounds wherever I want. I just hit that lady. I'm such a dick, man. So I'm able to just jump down and grab the spatula. Bam, right there, by doing the hand glitch. We're gonna go to the Krusty Krab right now, which is. You remember when I spawned Mr. Krabs for the first time I was out there, like in front of the Krusty Krab? I talked to Mr. Krab so I can activate this spatula to do this now. And then I have a specific route I go to make it faster. I'm so fucking holy shit, that was a slow one. And then Yeah, grab the spatula. Mr. Krabs, he does, oh, and he's invisible right now because he's not supposed to be here because we haven't fought Robot Patrick, which is what we're gonna do right now. Okay, this entire fight is just, phase 1 is just normal. Nothing too important about phase 1. Okay. Once Sandy hits him, there's one small thing that I do. Patrick has a move where he just pukes on you, okay? And he pukes for like 20 seconds. We're gonna avoid avoid him puking by 20 seconds by intentionally getting hit right there, okay? So he's programmed to just restart his cycle if a player takes damage, but the puking move is not a part of that cycle. The puking move only happens once you hit him, if that makes sense.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah. So like his cycle now starts now. So he's gonna spit at us once and then spin him out, you know, and then that's what's happening. That's his normal cycle. Get that, bam. Okay, my movement this entire time is intentional. What I want him to do is, by moving to a specific spot right here, he's going to spin around. I want him to stop right in front of this platform right here, because we're not on moving platforms right now and it's a lot easier to hit him, okay? If that makes sense. I'm saying that a lot because this is so complicated. Your putrid brain can't even understand. So yeah, I want him to stop practically where I am right now, and he does. See, bam. And then I'm gonna go stand over here, and then move around, and hopefully he stands up right there, which he did not. That's what I do not want to happen. And then bam, 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 bam. Okay, and then we go 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 are pretty good. And then there we go. Okay. Now I gotta explain the most important trick. I said that the disabling the hand was the most important trick. This is the second most important trick of the run, okay? This is called cruise boosting. And it is insanely difficult every time you do it. Okay, so how to explain how this works is that once SpongeBob walks, he has a top speed. So I cannot go any faster than this right now. I'm just running, you know? I want to go faster than that. And as you can see, whenever I do a bubble ball, you see that small little that speed boost I get? Bam. You see that?
Show it again.
So, bam. You see that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm getting that small little speed boost. I want to keep that speed boost throughout, you know, just constantly. So I want to practically move twice as fast. Okay, so I'm moving basically slowly right now, and I'm gonna do a cruise boost right now. Fuck. I'm fucking disconnected, brother. Okay, so well, I did one of them. Okay, so you can see now I'm just basically moving. I'm not touching the controller right now.
Oh yeah.
I am basically moving. This is that small little speed boost that I got from doing the bubble bowl. That's this small little speed. Don't go in that. So that small little speed boost, just being implemented right now. I'll explain why this happens later. Okay. But just know that I'm just getting that speed boost right now. But this is still not fast enough. This is still quite slow. You know, it's still faster than my normal speed. I think I'm going like 1.5 speed, you know? But I'm gonna go faster. And now we have this. You know, I'm moving side to side right now, and I'm going much, much faster. You see that? Yeah. So now I wanna get that speed right now. I wanna get the speed of me going to side to side. So I'm gonna do another cruise boost. It's much easier if I could. Okay, there we go. Now, see how fast I'm going right now.
Yeah, why?
Yeah. So this is just turbo speed. Now I have the speed of me going side to side after doing the first cruise boost. You can see I'm not touching the controller right now. Yeah. See how much faster that is. Yeah. Okay. So there is an invisible within the programming, the engine of the game or whatever. It basically calculates SpongeBob's speed, all right? And how fast he can actually move. All right, so whenever he does the bubble bowl, the bowling ball move, and goes a bit faster, that number goes higher than average. okay? Higher than what you're supposed to get than, you know, typically just walking, okay? So, by pressing the cruise bubble and the bubble ball on the same exact frame, we're able to just basically lock that number in. So lock the movement number to stay as the bubble ball number. Okay? So, and then we do that again to lock in the moving the side to side number. So now, so now our number is like at like 3 times our normal speed. Okay, does that make sense? It's kind of complicated to explain. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay, the reason this is so difficult is, once again, I am pressing 2 buttons on the same exact frame. This game moves at 60 frames a second, so within a 60th of a second, I have to press 2 buttons. I wonder if you can do this. Okay, so I want you to move into this wall, and then press this button and this button at the same exact frame. You do that. I'll give you like 10 tries or whatever.
So I'm moving into this.
So you move into this wall, and then press that this button and this button on the same exact thing.
Okay.
So,
give it a shot here.
So, okay. So move into the wall, and then press this button on the same exact thing. Nope. Nope. Oh. Nope, you didn't get it. You remember that annoying sound, which I'm able to put on right now. Okay, now keep doing it. Nope. I'll give you like 3 more tries. Nope. Ooh! He did it! He did it! He got it! He got 1!
Let's go.
Unbelievable. So if you put the headphones on right now, you'll be able to hear that annoying sound. Yeah?
Oh god,
Yeah,
yes.
that annoying sound is what tells me that I got it. Okay? So that's the first one, okay? I'm doing this twice. So I'm doing a frame perfect input twice, okay? The second time is, you see that SpongeBob is moving slightly to the right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna basically hold the opposite direction and then try to do the cruise boost again. Bam.
Oh, that reverses those.
Yeah. So basically that's just me going from side to side, and then you cancel that by doing a bubble ball.
How do people figure this out?
I have, for cruise boosting, I have no idea. Okay, so, yeah, by moving to the left, see, I'm getting that speed boost right there. See, that's what I want to be capped off. And then, bam, see, I got it. It's very, very difficult to get it first try. I think it took me like probably 15 minutes to get it to get it once, because you got it like in 20 seconds, which I'm quite impressed, because,
Thanks.
well, you don't have an incredible teacher like myself. So this move, cruise boosting, obviously when they remade the game, they removed this entirely, because they do not want people to do this at all. It just...
And you can only do it on the pineapple?
No, you can do it anywhere. Anywhere.
Any hard surface?
On a hard surface, and each hard surface is like basically I'm doing a new trick. So I'll show you a couple of cruise boosts in a second. What was I gonna say immediately? What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. We cannot do this move without fighting Robot Patrick. Once we defeat Robot Patrick, then we get this move, which is, you know, 1/2 of the cruise boost. So basically, the point of the speedrun for the first half of it is trying to get the cruise boost as quickly as possible, because it's such an overpowered move. It makes you go 3 times as fast. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the run. We're gonna go to Jellyfish Fields. Okay, go to Jellyfish Fields. And we're gonna do a cruise boost on this wall right here, which is completely different than doing it on SpongeBob's house, because each surface is different, right? Like SpongeBob's door was just like a flat surface. This is a bit of a curved surface, you know, stuff like each surface is different. It's basically like I'm doing a frame perfect trick differently, like on a different frame for each one of these cruise boosts.
Right.
So it is honestly incredibly difficult. All right, there we go. We got it. So now we're going to basically using the cruise boost, jump across this entire gap. Okay, and now we're out of bounds right now. Fully out of bounds. I think you were doing a monologue, and I was trying to make you look at like this insanity right here. Of we're going underneath the cave system that we did. Remember that?
Okay.
Yeah, we're just going completely underneath it and going past it. Yeah. And I'm gonna basically clip back in by grabbing the edge right here.
What?
Yeah, clip back in, and then yeah, do this part normally. Bam, boom, bop, boop, bop. I'm gonna do a cruise boost right here. This is not even a cruise boost that would save a lot of time. This is like just save like 20 seconds. So I didn't save a lot of time here because I activated the cutscene, which I did not want to do. I wanted to go around the cutscene trigger, and then that kills me. So I do it again, but instead I do it right, like what you're supposed to do. And then I do this mission, which is nothing too important about it. Bam, got the spatula. Oh my god, I'm such a genius. Okay, now we're gonna do another cruise boost right here. Usually I get this quite quickly. I don't know what the fuck was Darren thinking then. Come on, this is not that hard. This one's not that hard. I get this one constantly. Bam. No. Jesus Christ, Darren. What is wrong with you? Wow, Darren is such a toddler. There we go. Okay, yeah. And I forgot to mention that I needed to do it again. Whenever you do an input as a cruise boost, the movement is completely different. Actually, let me do a cruise boost and then hand you the controller, because it's very, very weird. Fuck. I'm thinking about you judging me right now, so like I'm fucking up.
I'm not judging.
Okay, there we go, got it. Okay, so you know, have the controller for a second and just move around. It's very, very weird opposed to regular movement. See, you can't turn as easily. Like try to turn around. See, like how difficult that is.
Right, because it's like trying to catch up.
Yeah, it's very much resisting you. Also, yeah, so whenever I do a bubble bash, because I'm being propelled forward constantly, so like if I just do that, so I get a little bit of extra space. So now, usually whenever we don't have a cruise boost and I do this move, I just go back to where I started. But now it's now implemented within the move set. So it basically makes the movement even more versatile. And same thing with this move. And now you can move around with this. I turn the cruise boost off. Now you can move around, turn around. See how different that is? Yeah, it's very much completely. It's very different. A different movement. I might as well be playing a different game right now. So, all right. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm using those extra 2 moves to basically increase my my movement ability. God, I need some water. Yeah, and I'm just moving across the map right now and just like fucking just skipping everything by using this cruise boost. I'm just going all over the place. I'm just fucking destroying everybody. No enemies are in my way. Get the fuck out of here. I'm just doing whatever. This one, King Jellyfish, you're supposed to fight this within the first hour of the game. But it's much easier if you just fucking spam him with Cruise Bubble. Bam, bam, bam. He's dead. Okay. Okay, so grab the spatula, go back to spawn, get that. How did I fuck that up? You just press start and an A, Darren. Okay, grab that spatula. Okay, go to Lagoon. God damn it, I need to do another cruise boost. I'll explain this. Okay. God damn it. What I'm gonna do right here is something called L clipping. So whenever I have a cruise boost on, you know what clipping is, right? When talking about video games, what like clipping into a wall. You know what that means?
You're like kind of like half in, half out sort of deal, or what?
Like you are basically fusing through a collision. So if there's like a wall that has collision on it,
Yeah.
and we find out the way to get through that wall, that's what's called clipping.
Oh,
Okay. Okay, there we go. So, if I move against the wall, I don't know if I can get this. Or, like, show this properly. Okay. You can kind of see it, okay? Whenever I'm pressing L, you can see SpongeBob kind of vibrate a bit. You see? You see that?
Yeah.
You see? Okay. That is what I'm doing. That's called L clipping. So basically, it's the same input as like doing a cruise boost. So like it's like telling SpongeBob, do a cruise boost, do it, not do a cruise boost, do a cruise bubble, quickly, do it now, do it now, come on, do it now. That's what it's telling the game to do. But since SpongeBob is moving right now, which you can't move while also doing a cruise bubble, it tells him, tells SpongeBob, what are you doing, man? Like you're moving right now. You can't do a cruise bubble right now. Except when you're on the wall right here, then you can do a cruise bubble when you're not moving or something like that. There's small little exceptions or whatever. So I'm gonna use that small little vibrate to basically vibrate into a wall and then clip through it. That's what I'm doing for this trick right here. Which I basically learned most of this from Top Dog Runner Shift. He uploaded a very in-depth tutorial on how to beat the game under an hour. I did not beat it under an hour because I'm a fucking toddler. But like in that tutorial, this trick is not in the run. I thought that including this trick in the run makes it, because it looks cool. It looks cooler than the other way that they do it. Yeah, and get the cruise boost. I thought I nailed my cruise boost. Wow, Darren. Nope. Wow, okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna just jump on top of this fence, and then see, I'm still like barely like poking out of the world, okay? Poking through the wall. I'm gonna do an L clip to basically go through the wall right there. You'll be able to see it better for a different trick where I do an L clipping. So now I am underneath the world, and if I fall down, then I fall into the abyss forever, and I'm gone. So I'm trying to just stand where there is collision and then grab the spatula that's underneath the water. Usually you have to press a button and then all those assets will float up into the water, and then you can just grab the spatula from there. But instead of spending, I think it's like 2,500 shiny objects, we just go underneath the map and then grab the spatula from there. Get it for free. Do a cruise boost right there. Oh wow, I missed that jump. Get on top of this rock and then use that to basically delay gravity itself. We basically defy it. Defy gravity to get that spatula, and then bop. Right here, I'm not gonna do any inputs. These are called sneaky tikis, I'm pretty sure. So whenever you move close to them, then they basically shrink and become non-existent. They shrink and you can't hit them anymore, okay? That's what the gimmick is. However, if you don't move, then they don't shrink. So basically, I'm not doing any inputs. Okay, you saw right there that they shrunk because because I was moving at the time. However, let me do it again. You see, now I'm able to climb on top of them and get across this platform. Holy shit, Darren, that's a huge mistake. That's a huge mistake. Okay, now I'm doing something out of order right now, but that's fine. Hit the button to spawn the spatula on the end of the slide, and then use cruise boost and get over there. Okay. Holy shit, Darren, you fucked up. You fucked up badly. No wonder this run sucked. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we get Sandy and then bam, boom, bop. Okay. I'll go in the museum. Okay, so wonder if I can. No, I cannot. I was thinking about like showing this to you in person, you know, do a live demonstration. As you remember, these lasers on the floor instantly kill you. Okay, you remember that?
Yep.
These lasers right here, they damage you, but they don't instantly kill you. They're basically an invisible wall to prevent you from progressing. Okay? I want to get past that wall. So I'm going to the other side over here. Okay. So, when you touch this wall, you basically take damage and you get damage boosted back, you know? Okay? However, you can't be damage boosted if you're climbing a ledge. Smart thinking, you know? Like in real life, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna have Sandy do her climbing an edge animation while going through the wall. I'll take damage, but I won't get damage boosted, and basically I'll clip through the wall, clip through the lasers. So I'm waiting for a specific timing. Go over here, grab the edge, and then I'm going through the wall, take damage, and then I'm basically through the wall. I can't get damage boosted, but I'm still climbing the edge, okay? So that's what's happening. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that once again. I think I did this first try as well. This one's a bit. No, I did not. This one's a bit more difficult. Like, it's just not like a setup to it. I just have to like eyeball it. Yeah, there we go. I forgot to mention that this picture right here, Heavy Iron Studios, is the actual studio that made the game. So,
oh, that's cool.
So, well, fucking good job they did if I can do this. No, most of these tricks are... Every game can be speedrun. It's just like... It's not exactly due to their incompetence. It's just that they overlooked something, you know, or something that they didn't think the players would be able to do, or think it was possible. If this was a game today, then they would just, bam, patch the bug. You know, release an update. You can't do that anymore. Fuck you, speedrunners. But some games, like... embody the speedrunners. They basically like, oh yeah, please come break our game. Try to beat the game as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Just get people to play your game more.
Yeah. Okay. What am I doing now? Okay, I'm doing ballroom clip. Ballroom clip. Ballroom clip. Jesus Christ. As you saw, you remember this ballroom that I had to maneuver the ball to this place over here in order to grab the spatula right here?
Yep.
That sucks. I hate doing that. So instead, what I'm going to do is a trick that I hate even more. This is my least favorite trick in the game. But it's still kind of cool. I want to get inside of this glass case and grab the spatula. So I'm going to basically clip into it. So I'm going to get the ball. Get the ball. Okay. I got the ball. I got the ball right now. So I'm going to place the... So I'm gonna get the ball. Wow, this run sucked. Yeah, get the ball. Okay, so I'm gonna get the ball to be in a certain position. And when SpongeBob like jumps in between these two walls, the collision's so weird that it basically just like pops SpongeBob either to the left side or the right side. It's like an instant like teleport. Okay, so we were basically trying to make SpongeBob teleport inside of the ball.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna move the ball to that spot, jump over it, and then see it did a little like do type of thing. So you like you see that? Yeah, that's it trying to pop me into like a spot where I won't get stuck. And instead it did the opposite, and it put me inside the ball. So now I'm gonna be moving the ball slowly move the ball.
And you normally wouldn't be able to move the ball unless you were inside it.
Well, yeah, you could push the ball. So this would just be like pushing the ball, but from the inside.
What's the protection?
You'll see. Yeah, protection. Safe sex. So whenever I... Actually, I'm wondering if I can show this. Oh, yes, I can. I can show this. It's just a small little thing. That'll take me that long. Let me get the ball. There, and then wait for the ball to touch that, then hold this, and then bam. Okay. So now I'm gonna grab, put the ball over here. Bam. Okay, you see? Okay, now I'm gonna basically go outside of the ball. You see, okay. Bam. You see? Did you see that? Did you see me just instantly pop out?
Do it again.
Okay, I'll do it again. I instantly popped out of the ball. Let me grab, let me clip back into it. Put the ball like here. Bam. Okay. So I'm gonna move the ball like several times. Okay. I don't want to move. Okay. You see me? Just
yes,
pop out.
Yeah,
you see that? I'm trying to pop out right now. However, okay, I'm gonna move the ball right here and pop out. Okay. I can't pop out this way because Mr. Krabs' fat ass is in the way. I can't pop out this way because that's where the ball's gonna be. So instead, the only place that I can pop out from is in front. Okay? I can't go in the back because the ball's still kinda in the way. So I can't pop out back there. So I'm trying to pop out in the case. Like forwards. That's what I'm trying to do. To explain it simply. Yes. Okay, so next to Mr. Krabs right now, I'm trying to pop out to the front. Which I think doing this run, it was kind of weird. And it was kind of weird how I popped out. Yeah. See, that's what I did. You pop out in front, inside of the case.
Right, it's okay.
Okay. What was weird is that I'm supposed to do a cruise boost so I get that forward momentum, you know? So that I, like, guarantee pop out inside of the case. That's what the purpose of that is. But I just popped out inside of the case without... It was kind of a weird thing. Okay. The prawn fight is insanely weird, okay? When developing this game, they split two teams to develop all the bosses. One team did the prawn fight, they did the robot SpongeBob fight, and the Flying Dutchman fight. Okay. While the other team did the jellyfish, King Jellyfish fight, Robot Sandy, and Robot Patrick. Okay? Okay. The team that did the prawn, Flying Dutchman, and SpongeBob fight did one thing that was... So, whenever you are developing a game, developers will sometimes implement these assets that will help the developers like test out things, like test out cutscenes and stuff like that. Usually these are called debugs, okay? It's just like a tool within the game engine to help developers find like test out like animations, collisions, stuff like that, you know? Okay, so right now, once I spawn, okay, there is an invisible box outside of the map, okay, that whenever touched, it's an invisible debug box, okay? So whenever I touch it, it is programmed to end the fight instantly and give me the spatula. Okay. Yeah. They have that there so that, you know, a developer can like move SpongeBob there on purpose to like check out the animations of the fight ending cutscene, see if they're all fine, see if all the sound going sync, you know, mixing is good, stuff like that. However, they forgot to delete it whenever they released the game, which isn't that big of a deal because, you know, it's outside of the map. No players are not gonna get out there. Yeah. So I'm gonna do a cruise boost right here. Okay. I'm gonna do a cruise boost right here. Okay, I gotta do a cruise boost right here. I'm gonna do an L clip again. Remember the L clipping? Yes. Yeah. You can probably see a bit better right here. Yeah, see? Like, I'm basically jiggling right now, and then, like, and then eventually I just pop out. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm outside of the map. And I'm just gonna get myself situated if I can move. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, okay. I'm outside of the map. I'm gonna get on top of the map. And then I'm gonna get into a certain position. And then jump from this ledge. We basically see this as an arrow. This is an arrow right here. Pointing to where the box is. That is where the invisible box is. That's how we set it up. And then jump, spin, bam, touch the box, fight is over. There we go. And now let me just respawn once again, and then the spatula will be right next to me. What the hell? Yeah, so bam, got the spatula. So instead of doing that entire fight, we just touch a box, bam, it's over. Probably saves like 10 minutes, I would say. Go to Sand Mountain, Sand Mountain. Not that big of a deal. Oh, I suck at cruise boost. You see how many tries it took me? Yeah, and then just grab the spatula right here. There we go. Bam, got it. And then grab the sock. And I'm going into downtown Bikini Bottom. This cruise boost is a little different. This won't take that long to show off. Yes, it will, because I have to go into the level. Usually when I cruise boost is like I press the cruise bubble and it will automatically hit the wall. You see? I didn't press another button there. However, going from above, activate that, activate the cutscene, and then see, you see, it saves time. It saves a lot of time. So instead of the cruise bubble automatically popping, if I do it against this wall, it will go for infinity. You know, you know, I have to manually pop the button of the bubble automatically. So well, these cruise boosts, you can see me like actually spamming. Hear me spamming the L button right now. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, there we go. See, so it's essentially just a much more difficult cruise boost. Okay, come on. Put me a pro. It's so slow, man. Okay. Anyway, so I do cruise boost right here, and then do this mission normally. It's nothing too important there. Bam, 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 and okay. Jesus Christ, Darren. Okay, so I turn on the cruise boost. I actually want to show you this because it's kind of cool, you know, it's kind of sweet, you know,
like a sea cucumber.
Yeah. So anyway, I got a cruise boost, and now I'm going to go basically do a bunch of movement, jump off this cannon, and then I think I get it. No, I did not get it. I did not get it, which is good because it shows you that I have backup strats. Okay, usually what the real plan was is to land right here, deactivate my cruise boost, hit the spatula, go home, have sex with my wife. Okay,
yeah,
that's the plan. However, I failed that and I missed it, so now I'm doing a backup strat right here, which is that. Bam, bam, there. Deactivate the cruise boost. Oh shit! I'm not having sex with my wife anytime soon. Do the backup shot again. Holy shit, Darren. It was nerves, of course. There we go. Jesus. So I have backup shots for everything. So if I fuck up a trick, I usually have a backup shot to do this. This trick right here, there's an invisible wall. You saw the spatula on top of the building, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so there's an invisible, like, cone, not cone, but, like, cylinder, like, above it to prevent players just from jumping on the trampoline and then getting it.
Right.
What you're usually supposed to do is, later on in the level, there's a clam where you have to pay, like, 3,500 shiny objects, and then once you do that, it will spawn a bunch of, like, those Texas swing things that Sandy, like, ropes onto. Yeah, and then Sandy basically ropes all the way back to grab that spatula. Okay, that's what's supposed to happen. So, to prevent players from just jumping on this trampoline and just grabbing the spatula, they have this little cylinder invisible wall over it to prevent players from doing that. However, what I do right here is just go under that. I just
oh my god.
I just go under it.
You can just go under.
I just go under it. They didn't put it low enough. Okay, so I'm gonna do another SpongeBob storage right here. Yeah, see, I'm storing the SpongeBob right now. To go right here, activate it right there, and then bounce off of these walls right here so I can get onto the jump bucket right here. This is a small little cool thing, you know, cool shit. Okay, this is where in the it's not that interesting. So I'm gonna do a cruise boost right here, and now I'm at the end of the level. This is the final part of the level. You remember the Merman slide where I fucking guessed the Irishman runtime?
Yes.
Yeah. So now I'm literally at the end of the level. So now I am playing. Kelp Force is just I'm playing the level backwards. Okay. Now I just started the Mermaid Man like time slide thing. You remember? And I fucked that up so many times in the casual run. You remember that? We were here for a long time.
Yeah,
because I kept on falling off the stage and stuff like that. Yeah. So like it's just like the mission is to go down the slide within a minute and 41 seconds. Okay. How do I fuck this? How do I fuck the game up into this? What I do is I jump into the trigger to start the timer. There, see? I jumped into the trigger that starts the timer.
Okay.
And then I just go back into the box that teleports me back to the end of the level, touch the trigger that tells me that I completed it, and then I go back to Mermaid Man and get my spatula.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, that, you know, it's just like, they overlook stuff. You know, they didn't think that you could just touch the trigger.
A little further in.
Yeah. Alright, so now we're just playing the level backwards. I teleport the spatula to go to the beginning of the level, grab the spatula, teleport it in the level. It's simple stuff. Nothing too complicated here. Okay. Flying Dutchman, I'm just gonna do a cruise boost right here. Eventually. Go over here. Ground myself. For some reason, whenever I do the spin attack, that allows me to do a cruise bubble, but normally I wouldn't. And then hit this thing right here, which basically lowers the depth of the goo down here. It lowers the depth of the goo and gives me access to a couple more spatulas. Which this is the only cutscene I cannot skip. Okay, grab the spatula. And I'm grabbing spatulas in a particular way so that SpongeBob moves into like a corner or whatever, so that SpongeBob doesn't like fall off the edge and falls into the goo. Because he's still moving while holding the spatula, while grabbing the spatula, and it's a 7-second animation that he does. And I do not want him to fall into the goo while doing that animation, because that would kind of kill him. This trampoline is programmed to launch SpongeBob back to where he came from. However, because we have a cruise boost that just like overrides it, so now we could just trampoline up to here to basically the border of the map and just go all the way around to and skip to the end of the level. So yeah, there we go. Go in here and go out of bounds right here, which I wouldn't be able to do without the disable hand glitch. It's everywhere. Grab that spatula, go into the menu, teleport to that spatula, and then now I'm halfway through the level. Immediately. I do another cruise boost here, which is another one of those ones that was in like downtown where I have to press the button several times and like it sucks. Come on, Darren. You can do it. Come on, Darren. Darren. Yeah!
Oh.
Alright, and we do a cruise boost and do a bunch of fancy movement and do a cruise boost, go over here, do a bunch of fancy movements. Bam. Okay, that's good enough. And then deactivate it, grab that spatula, bam, easy. Okay, next one. Yeah, do a cruise boost here. Got it. And then deactivate. One of the missions is to activate these 4 cannons, and it will basically open up a button that takes us to the final boss. Not the final boss, but to Flying Dutchman, the Flying Dutchman boss. So there's another one right there, and right there, and right there. Okay. I don't know if you remember this, but there were 2 ships on this level right now. Okay, there were 2 ships. I'm on the first one. On the second one, there were little like lasers. There were lasers, and there were small little power supplies that I have to break in order to shut off the lasers. Okay, what the lasers do is they okay, what the cannons do is they shoot cannonballs. That's what the cannons do, by the way. They shoot cannonballs. They shoot cannonballs over onto the enemy ship, break the ship, and then that's what starts the Flying Dutchman fight. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What the lasers do is prevent that from happening. They break the cannonballs before they reach over to the enemy ship. Okay. So we break the lasers in order to, you know, succeed. So you're going to see right here that I'm going to activate the cannons. Bam. 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 Okay? But now the lasers, see? The lasers right here are going to destroy these cannonballs. So, logically, what I'm supposed to do is disable those lasers, okay? If I want to fight Flying Dutchman, I'm gonna have to disable those lasers, hit the button again, kill the ship. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But for some reason, actually, this is just negligence right here. Whenever I open up the menu, me pressing that button for the first time activates the warp spatula to the Flying Dutchman boss. So I don't have to destroy those lasers at all. Instead, I can just press the button and teleport to the boss.
Okay.
So this makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So instead of destroying the lasers, pressing the button, and all the cannons will go off and then kill the ship and then immediately teleport me to the boss, instead I can just press the button for the first time and then just go into the menu and then teleport to the boss.
Right.
Okay, so this is just pure, they didn't think when making this game, man.
Negligence.
Yeah, negligence. Okay, so once again, this is the same development team, that developed the prawn fight and the little SpongeBob fight. So there's a debug box right there, somewhere on this map, that if I touch it, the fight will end automatically. Okay, so I'm gonna turn into SpongeBob, do the last cruise boost of the run. Okay, and I do a bunch of very intricate movement. This is actually quite difficult to do. There we go, to the top of here, and the box should be like right around here. This is where the box is. So I'm gonna line myself onto this wall, and then jump, spin, touch the box. The fight is over. Now I can grab the spatula.
Oh my god.
Which is probably the biggest one, because the Flying Dutchman fight takes like 15 minutes, dude. It's so long.
So you get to just skip 2 whole bosses.
Not 2, 3. I skipped 3, which we haven't done the third one yet.
Okay.
Okay. You go to Patrick, get the 2 specialists, and now we have 75, which is just enough to go to the final boss. Okay. Alright. I don't know if I said this before, but after this cutscene ends, okay, I'm gonna immediately do a cruise bubble. Whenever a cutscene ends, SpongeBob gets a bunch of invincibility frames, so that like he doesn't get hit immediately after the cutscene started, because that would be kind of unfair. Give the player some time to.
Yeah.
However, when you do a cruise bubble, that delays the invincibility frames for a long time. So you're gonna see right here that I do it immediately, and then like SpongeBob's gonna do an attack. Robot SpongeBob is gonna do an attack, and I'm not gonna get hit by it. See, it just phases right through me. Okay, so I'm gonna hit him again. Okay. All right. So once again, same development team as Prawn and the Flying Dutchman. Okay. So there's an invisible box. There's a debug box. That if I touch it, automatically ends the fight. This debug box is directly above me, like probably 30 feet above me, directly above me. How do I get there? Okay. What I do is I continue the fight until SpongeBob does this karate move, where he's going to basically karate chop this platform, and it's going to spin. I don't know if I get this first try. I did it first try. So he's going to do karate chop this platform. You can see how it's
propel you.
Yeah, and then propel me
then
up into it. And I'm timing my jump button on a perfect time right now. It's not just like you just stand there and it propels you up, because you'll just take damage. So like I'm on a specific place at a specific time, and I press the button at a specific time in order to get that propulsion up into the box. There we go. Bam. First phase of the fight done. I just deleted the footage again. First phase of the fight is done. Okay, second phase of the fight.
Where's your mouse? Give me your mouse, you dumbass.
Okay.
Give me your mouse.
What am I mouse doing?
Give me your mouse.
What am I doing? Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Holy shit. That exists?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I didn't know that. Anyway. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, which this sucks right here, because there's a 50-50 shot that the Duplicatotron will spawn an enemy to this side, which would have been favorable, but instead he spawned an enemy on that side. What I'm instead going to do is damage boost down here, which I wouldn't be able to do without the disable hand glitch, okay?
Man.
Go all the way down here, like that fuse to spawn the trampoline, and then now I'm at the final part of the fight. Okay? You remember this whole ordeal?
Yes.
Like how long it took me to get there?
Yes, yes.
Even so, like, I did it flawlessly, but like it still took me like 5 minutes to get to that point. And if you remember, when I got here during the casual run, Robot Plankton shows up and starts like beaming me with lasers. Okay, remember that? However, Robot Plankton is still spawned back at the first part of the level because he still thinks that SpongeBob is over there. Okay, yeah, so he's not going to spawn over here because he spawned on the other side of the map. And then break all these fuses. Bam, bam, bam. Run is done. That's how it works. I'm a genius.
That's it.
That's it. That's the run. That's it. You just break those 3 fuses. Cutscene. You know. Why did I skip it? Yeah, I could skip the end of the cutscene because we hadn't done the casual again. And then there we go. In credits.
As you completely skip Robot Plankton as well.
Yep. Completely skipped all of them. So yeah, that is essentially every aspect of the speedrun. In order to understand what is happening a bit more is by playing the game yourself, which you did not do. But understanding the mechanics and stuff like that is very important to like breaking a game.
Yeah.
But so we're done with SpongeBob. What did you think of it overall?
Yeah, I mean it's
Well, the speedrun aspect. What do you think about speedrunning in general?
In general,
Yes.
I think it's cool. You know, I mean, you could play a game a billion times, like the game, and then you're basically playing a completely new game by speedrunning it. You know.
Yeah. Because people are like, "Oh, that's cheating." I'm like, "No, it's just a new way to play. It's just a new way to play the game."
It's not like it's the first time you played. Like, yeah, I beat that game. I beat that game in 50 minutes. What?
Yeah.
Then it's cheating. It's like these people probably play the game a bunch of times, and then they're like, they played so much they learned one trick, another trick, or they look it up.
Yeah.
You're just playing a different game. It's not cheating. It's hard. It's probably harder. It's harder to learn how to do the speedrun than it is to just beat the game.
It took me 200 hours to learn it. It took me more than that, definitely. But
yeah,
so it took me a long time to learn how to do
You
this.
could have cured cancer at the time.
I could have, but there were some more important matters. So thank you for joining us. I've been Darren, the speedrunner.
I've been Mack, the speedrunner watcher.
Yep, and tune in next time for Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Thank you for voting on, in the comments. I was worried that we wouldn't get any comments.
Who voted?
2 people. 2 people said
they both said it.
They both said Trials and Tribulations. So,
all right. Well, I'm man of the people.
Goodbye. I love you.
I love you.